Hi, Mac Hyatt here. I see that you're looking for work from home dad, and I can help you with that. About 13 years ago, my wife and I kind of sat down and we just were kind of just doing a level set, evaluating where we were at, what the kids were doing and whatnot, and we decided to make a change. I have worked for the past 12 and a half years as a stay-at-home dad, and so I can give you a lot of ideas of things that you can do. You could be a writer, a webmaster. You can do tech support from home if you are so technically inclined. Phone answering if you're kind of into software and pretty good with configuration type stuff. You could do quality assurance where you're installing new software sometimes that's in varying levels of development and giving them bug reports. You could do different teaching and educational modules and stuff online to teach somebody things that you know, whether it's music or giving art lessons, teaching somebody to weld, teaching somebody mechanics, how to paint, all kinds of different things, or even success coaching might be another one. Those are all things that you could do. Some of them you could do kind of under as an employee for someone else, but I would encourage you to kind of look at the whole idea of being self-employed, especially if you don't need money, hey, right in the next 2 weeks type of thing. That's what we did. I've been self-employed for the last 12 and a half years, and I'll tell you what I do. I do an online internet business that gives me a lot of time freedom and financial freedom. It mixes, it's mixed real well with our family. We have 2 kids, and they've recently finished up their high school and are actually progressing quite well with their college. Our son is on target. There's a picture of us. Our son is on target as finishing his bachelor's in mathematics at age 21, and our daughter finishing her bachelor's in computer science at age 19. Now, we didn't really push the kids. It just kind of turned out that way. We decided to homeschool them through 8th grade and leave it up to them, and they both chose to continue on with it, and it's actually turned out quite well. I would say it's one of the best decisions that we ever made. And I'll tell you a little more about my my online internet business. Last year, it's kind of taken a level jump up because I came across these 5 guys that they were just killing it out there, and I was pretty skeptical about some of their claims. I've heard I've seen, and that would be one of my cautions to you. Just be careful. There's a lot of scams out there. The ones that you really need to be careful with is if you got to pay a big chunk up front. If it's really a legitimate type thing where they're gonna retain people, it makes sense for them to go ahead and let you pay a reasonable monthly rate. So anyway, these 5 guys, I followed them for a while and verified, in fact, with some different companies they were involved with, that they were in fact the real deal. Each one of these guys made over $1 million in 2014 using their own set of tools and techniques. And then through kind of a strange set of circumstances, they came together and put together this whole online internet tool suite that's just really revolutionized what I'm able to do out on the internet. As an example, we get together frequently as kind of an overall team. They do a weekly webinar, and then inside of this tool suite there's all these different kinds of modules. Say for example, if you needed to get up on LinkedIn advertising, you could do so in a very short period of time by going through the online modules for that. So tonight they have a webinar that is put on by 2 of the guys, 2 of the 5, Tony Rush and John Lavinia. And Tony is a email marketing expert. I think he's recruited like 3,000 people into his business in the last year or 2. And then John Lavinia is a webinar expert, and he's going to give us some secrets tonight about how he made $10.2 million in the last 12 months doing webinars. John is pretty incredible at this, so I'm really looking forward to that whole session with the two of them. And then there's a couple other guys. Bobby Baker is kind of their chief technologist that put together this whole tool suite. And then he works a lot, and sometimes they co-present with Christian Henneke. And Christian's kind of my self-adopted mentor in the whole area of video marketing. For a thing that we're kind of involved in together, he has kind of set a record on recruiting, and he did it all through video marketing, kind of like what you're seeing right here. And then last but not least is Randy Schrum. And Randy has been recognized as being in the top 1% of both Facebook and LinkedIn advertisers. And again, inside this tool suite, he goes into in-depth on how to get up to speed on all these different areas. And I really like it because there might be something that you've been aware of, but you weren't really sure how to do that in a sense that would really help a business. And through their training in a couple days, you can get up to speed, and then in a week or two you can actually be doing it and doing it successfully for yourself. So I went ahead and since you're looking for work at home ideas for a dad, I hope that some of the things that I gave to you there, some ideas of the different types of things that you might consider on the internet, would be useful for you. The internet's really an incredible tool in utilizing for working from home, and I've just been really amazed. The probably the biggest thing that my family enjoys is the time freedom and the financial freedom. For example, we've got a place down in we live pretty remote up in the mountains towards Yosemite National Park because we love the outdoors, like doing things as a family, like going into Yosemite, hiking, exploring. Or I'll take the kids and the family off to some secret swimming hole that I've found in some of my exploring. And a lot of off-road type things, hunting, fishing, quads, 4x4. I've got a quad and a dual sport motorcycle for on-off-road, and just a great place to live up here. And a lot of these kinds of things, or vacations, like we go down to, we have a place down in Palm Springs that we get away to quite frequently, big waterfall, real nice plush condo, water slides on this big tall rock area, and waterfalls that go over the top of jacuzzis in on their rock grotto. Really pretty neat stuff. And then like earlier this year, we were able to take family down to Southern California, San Clemente, stay at a condo, right near the beach, and just great time freedom, financial freedom. It really worked well with our homeschooling. Not that homeschooling's for everybody or anything, but it has really worked well for us having the time freedom that an online internet business helps provide. And then we're also later this year looking forward to a trip to Hawaii as a family. So anyway, I went ahead and placed a link there for you in case you want to check this out. There's no real obligation. All you need to do is put in your first name and your email, and you'll soon be getting an email from me, and then invited to different things that you can see if you decide to move forward with some of it. You'll be able to, for a low monthly fee, not a big exorbitant fee. Again, I mentioned to you about the different scams that are out there. That this is a reasonable monthly fee that you can pay, and then you too can have 7-figure mentors, and we all kind of work together and cheer each other on, and it's just a great environment. And I think it might be something that you'd like to check out. Definitely, I don't think it will disappoint. And I wish you well in whatever you do choose to do. And take care and have a great day.